So let's talk about another upset of the week. I mean, you've been waiting here all
Upset.
this whole time. So upset of the
Upset.
week, man. You got to travel to San Diego.
Los Angeles.
Tough, big team. Also a team with a lot of high expectations. Super Bowl contenders. People are saying a lot of people like the San Diego Chargers, but the Jacksonville Jaguars. They travel. They pull out an unthinkable win. You get 38 points, 38-10 in Los Angeles. I mean, that's pretty crazy. I'm going to give you the floor because I know you've been waiting this whole time. I talked about my Dolphins. I talked about all the team. We talked about all the team. We talked about Westbrook.
Westbrook.
And goddamn. Anyways, Julian, here's the floor. I gave you the floor now. Let's talk about your Jacksonville Jaguars and how much I've been doubting them, but how they still endure.
Yeah, mind you, Gabe has been doubting my Jags his whole season. I'll start off with this. The Jaguars made out like a bandit in the coaching search. We were the first team to fire our coach and be able to interview people, and we were the last team to hire. And I thought from the jump, my first pick was Doug Peterson, a guy who has been there, done that, won a Super Bowl in Philadelphia, which is almost sounds impossible. And then nobody hired him. Nobody hired him. Even the Broncos got their bullshit ass coach. Could you imagine Doug Peterson coaching the Broncos right now? Nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted him. And then here comes Jacksonville. He's like, you know what? We'll take him. And I knew from the jump that was going to mean so much. And as you guys can see now, it is paying dividends. Our team wasn't don't get me wrong, our team wasn't good last year, but we had talent on that team. But as everybody knows, we had one of the most incompetent coaches in NFL history. The guy was an absolute fucking idiot. He had no idea what he was doing. Every week was something new. Trevor Lawrence couldn't develop because he was too worried answering questions about what his coach was doing. He was lost out there. Our offensive and defensive coordinators were terrible, had no weapons. Now we actually get somebody in the building who knows what the fuck they're doing. Finally, since the Tom Coughlin years, is the first time we actually got somebody in the building coaching a team that knows what the fuck they're doing and knows how to win in this league. And it's showing. And all the Jaguar fans, we knew that, like, hey, look, we're going to be better. A lot of people are doubting us. We're going to be good this year, though. We're going to be pushing for a playoff spot. Will we make it? We're not sure, but we know we're going to be pushing for it. But everybody was saying we're going to be a 5-win team. We're going to get trounced. Now things are coming out. Our defense is fucking lights out. We are playing some of the best defense in the NFL right now. Our players can fly. Our rookies are coming into fruition with Trayvon Walker and Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd just won Defensive Rookie of the Month. Trayvon Walker has been godsend on the defensive line. Our defensive line has been insane. Trayvon Walker's made everybody better with Josh Allen now on the other side. Having somebody on the other side with him to take off that pressure from him has just let him unleash. Josh Allen's been one of the best pass rushers in the league. Our interior has been insane. Secondary could use some work, but our number one quarter, Tyson Campbell, has been playing out of his mind. He just needs to put his fucking hands up sometimes. And our safeties have been playing great. And now let's get to the offensive side of the ball. Everybody was saying that we overpaid for Christian Kirk. Everybody was saying it. I said, no, we didn't. I knew the potential this guy had in Arizona. I was surprised that they didn't re-sign him. You don't pay for what somebody did. You pay for what somebody can do. And we were bought in on Christian Kirk, and Christian Kirk has been one of the best receivers in the league. So all you motherfuckers who are talking shit about Christian Kirk, y'all can eat crow because this guy's coming out here to fucking play. And then we had another sleeper free agency, Zay Jones, who's actually ended up being awesome. We brought in Evan Ingram from the Giants as tight end. He's been great. James Robinson and Travis Etienne is a fucking duo. They're going to be probably top 3 running back duos in the league. James Robinson blew out his Achilles in December last year, and he's back here, and he looks faster, which is mind-blowing. He recovered in 10 months. And he looks faster. And then Travis Etienne, after missing the entire first rookie season, to a Lisfranc injury. He is now back, and he's just running with power. He is fast. He can catch the ball in the backfield. And then we got to end it off with our main man, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is looking like everything we thought he was going to be. Just an absolute baller. He's slinging the rock. He seems more accurate. He seems more confident. He has a coach who was a quarterback and has won a Super Bowl and knows how to play the quarterback position. And now he's actually getting mentored. Doug Peterson is the best coach he's ever had in his career. And now you're starting to see everything come together. Our offense has been a top 10 offense so far. Our defense has been like a top 3 defense so far. We're just overall, the team is just great. So I'm enjoying the moment. We could have easily be 3-0 right now if it wasn't for the Commanders game and completely fumbling that. But I believe that we needed to lose that game to be where we are now. And now there's a big game. I think it's going to be probably the biggest game, like one of the most competitive games of the week. Big game of the week against the Eagles. I think shutting out the Colts, we made a statement. Going to Los Angeles and winning was huge. And a little fun fact to you, Peyton Manning lost his first 9 games in a row, his first 9 away games, and then won his first away game for the 10th time against the Chargers. And the same thing happened to Trevor Lawrence. Was 0-9 away in his first 10 starts, and then beats the Chargers for his first away win. So just a weird little coincidence there to say he's going to be the next Peyton Manning, but let's hope so. And I think we're looking and I want to just to end it off right here, we're by far the favorites in the AFC South. There's not a team in the AFC South that is better than us. Chiefs look like shit. We shut out the Colts. Not the Chiefs. I mean, Titans look like shit. We shut out the Colts, and Houston's going to do Houston things. We're winning that division, and we're going to get a home playoff game.
Wow. Home playoff game. You heard it here first. This is a Julian guarantee.
For the best quarterback, I'm going to eat the crow too.
You're probably right about that. I'm going to eat crow. I'm going to eat crow on this because I dismissed the whole Jaguars team, especially after that first week. I told you the week 1 they were playing the Commanders. I saw 4 minutes on the red zone, and I was like,
they should have won that game.
So I've been dismissive of the Jaguars, but you know what? The Jaguars doing pretty good. If you look at the division, they're on their point differential. I think they're plus 46.
Bro, we went 62-10 in the past 2 games. 62-10.
Yeah. So they're doing. James Robinson is doing very well for me on my fantasy team. Yeah, I felt like a couple years ago, maybe I don't know about last year. Maybe the year before Urban Meyer came and went. I was like, man, they do have a little bit of talent. They have talent in Jacksonville. It's just like, can they put it together, right? And I think this whole tank for Lawrence, whatever you want to say. You know what? I think it's turning out. You know what? You're getting me hype on the Jags because, again, I'm very dismissive of the team, but you know what? They could be favorites for their conference. For the division. I'm going to eat crow on this, man. You know what? I'm going to start watching Jaguars game now. You convinced me.
This is game of the week up. Doug Peterson revenge game.
I think they're a competitive team. Like I said, plus 46 point differential. So they're playing well. I'm not going to talk shit anymore. I'm just going to watch the games. I haven't been watching the games. I'm going to admit it. I'm a Dolphin man. I've been watching the games, but you know what? Jags, you're not as bad as I thought you were.
And we're also exciting to watch. Like, the defense is exciting to watch. The offense is exciting to watch. I still would love, like, next year in the draft or maybe free agents to get one more piece, like on the offense, like another receiver. I would love to get that. And man, it's gonna be. And also too, what I'm gonna eat crow as a Jaguar fan is I was not high on this offensive line, especially after that first week. But man, that offensive line has been playing out of their mind. Jawan Taylor, who I was ready to get the fuck off this team, he has actually been the best offensive lineman on the team, like the best tackle on the team. He's been playing so well. But yeah, I think all the credit in the world goes to Doug Peterson. I think we made out like a bandit. I still think we got the best coach in that coaching search. There's some guys I like. Like I like Mike McDaniels. Doug Peterson, he's a guy who's been there, done that, been under the Andy Reid tree, won a Super Bowl. So I'm really excited. This is going to be an emotional game coming in. Doug Peterson revenge game going back to Philly, place where they have a statue of him. They got a statue of him outside the stadium. But there's one quote at post-game speech, and it gave me chills. It was like Doug Peterson has everybody in the locker room post-game. He's like, look, we just played a good team. They're a good team. But you know what? We a good team too. We a good team. And then everybody's like, yeah. I was like, Dad, he gave me chills. Like, that was nice. Like, I like that. But yeah, I mean, the Jags, I think, are going to be in everybody's radar. And I will say this and let's be fair. Chargers were injured. Joey Bosa got knocked out early in the game. Rashawn Slater, probably the best left tackle in the league, out for the season. He got hurt in the second quarter. Justin Herbert, we all know, should have even played as late, which I think he shouldn't have. When that game was out of reach, they should have pulled him because that man, he was wincing in pain from his broken rib. But nonetheless, we still shut down Khalil Mack. Chargers are still a really deep team. Yeah, injuries, you probably lose by a touchdown. But you guys lost by 28. And injuries didn't play that much of a difference. So, but yeah, we got a big test.
Man. I think you pull one out, man. This is a big game. So, I mean, we'll get into it because we're going to talk about week 4 going into it. But I think, man, you got a tough road. This next game is going to be tough.
And
Julian, if you
I
want
will say this, and you probably feel the same way. AFC's not as good as we thought it was going to be.
I don't know.
No, you don't think? No, like, think about it. We thought the Patriots were going to be contenders. They're a fucking dud. We thought the Chiefs were going to be the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs still are the Chiefs, but they haven't been that well. Raiders have been an absolute bust so far, 0-3. Chargers 1-2. Like, who am I missing? Bengals 0-3. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson's playing out of his mind, but I don't think the Ravens are that great of a team. It's starting to open up, man. Like, I think a lot of teams that weren't good is starting to become good. Like, somehow the Browns are 2-1. I don't know how the fuck that happened. Deshaun Watson might be coming back to a potential playoff team.
Oh man, are they gonna sit? Are they gonna sit Jacoby Brissett?
Yeah, but yeah, I'll say as a whole, I don't think the AFC is as good as we thought it was going to be. I think we thought it was going to be a lot tougher.